Good morning, everyone. Sorry about the long day of not streaming quite yet, because I had an incredibly long day of existing during the daytime, which I don't approve of. Heck the daytime. We are here at night. We're going back to our fortress full of dwarfs. Too many dwarfs. We've got extra dwarfs coming out our ears now. Don't know where they've all come from. Actually, I could probably find out where they all came from, because they probably came from, specific settlements, you'd think. Maybe one came from, like, one of the dwarf settlements that, paused. Good. Um, maybe they actually came from one of the other dwarf settlement, the one that disappeared. Because if we look at the world map here, because I didn't know how to look at it before. It's funny, I actually watched the thing. So we have here, we have the Dwarven Hillocks of Will Wars, and we have the Dwarven Hillocks of Channeled Most. Then there's the Bronze Spike, the Fortress of Clapdusks, with no civilized population, which says to me that they were lost in a siege or something, maybe from one of these nearby towers. I am so glad I turned that the fuck off. So the Sorceress Artifact is definitely the biggest civilization now, but I wonder if when I embarked, if that may not have actually been the case. The fact that there's so many of these evil towers around, you know? And they're all from the same civilization. They're all, yeah, Silicest I need to give more shit to. Hello, gorillas. How you doing? Are you guys the Silicest traders? Let me just check here. We want to keep our own people happy too, so we will just offer that as a gift to make things a little easier. Hey, Windbear. Hey, gorillas. Hey, Jane Doe. How you doing? Aw, well, hopefully she feels better soon, and hopefully she doesn't have a dinosaur just decide to fucking run around inside their frickin' area, because, what? Why are you in here? I don't even know. I suppose he's like more like a dog than he is a dinosaur? Or like, he's not a grazer, so he doesn't... I did put him in a pasture, but that does not seem to have stopped him from wandering around my castle. He is tame, so I suppose that's fine. But also, we have a dinosaur running around here. I'm sure that will not backfire in any conceivable way, and no one will get eaten. It's gonna be great. I fucking love it. Anyways, so things we have been building. We have our these are actually gonna become, I think, dormitories for new arrivals, maybe. But maybe we'll just leave whoever the hell's in there for now. I did change out a couple of the miners. I did bring them down to one of the lower bedrooms. Oh, they're digging out the temple areas. Nice. Why, what? Sorry, Sandra. Did I miss something? Probably missed something. One sec. I probably missed something. So yeah, or Sandrea? Sandrea? I'm probably saying your name wrong. I apologize. Blah 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 blah. Yeah, I hope your friend feels better soon. And also, hello. How am I doing? Oh my god. So, traditionally, uh, a whole bunch of people in my family, like on my dad's side of the family, everybody was sort of born around the same time, including me. Like, well, my birthday was like last week. Um, but my sister was born in July. A whole pile of my aunts were born in July and late June. My grandma, who passed away, was born in June. So we used to do this thing back in the day where everybody was kind of like all, since we were all born around the same time, we'd always have like a birthday party, usually around the 4th of July, because it was sort of in between everybody's birthdays. Which was, of course, was just funny. Hello, I'm Falsity. Hello, born a hero, tails lights out. Hi. What's up? Hey, Mouse Twink. Thank you, fanboy. What? Ah, ah. Hey, Jim. I'm literally greeting the same people over and over again. Anyway, so because we were all born around the same time, we usually do these birthday parties. My aunt got the bright idea of inviting. My brother passed away a number of years ago, and I haven't seen my nephew in eons because literally they're originally from Denmark. He had gone over to Denmark for a bit for a job, and that's where he met his wife. And she went back to Denmark after he passed away. So I haven't seen my nephew in like 10 years. So it's actually really cool to like he's 16 now. He's enormous. He's way taller than I am, which is just ridiculous. So it's just sort of like, and what's really, it's a little bit sad. He doesn't actually look too much like my brother. He really favors his mom, but you know, it's still one of those things where it's just cool to see that that everything is good on the other side of the heckin' pond, you know. Anyways, so we go now. Traditionally, in my aunt's house, um, she likes it warm, like warm to the point where I'm generally uncomfortable. But today was warm, and finally, my dad is like, "Okay, something's wrong because this is too much. I'm gonna turn down the AC or turn up the AC because I can't deal with this." And I'm just like, thank you." So he goes over, he starts pulling apart the thermostat because it's my dad, and he pulls apart everything. And then he goes, "Wait a second, this thing here is set to 68," which, yes, they use Fahrenheit in boomery households up here in Canada. This is set to 68, the hell? What's going on here? So he's checking, and no, it all seems to be working. So then he toddles downstairs, and I'm just like, "Dad, you don't have to do this right now." And he's like, "It's the drunk guys from the basement. You're hungry? Big mood, Red Mutant. Me too." So I'm Canadian. It's a joke that we celebrated on the 4th. It's just because everything's closed on the first on Canada Day. So we do stuff on the 4th because that way we can actually do stuff. Let me check my civs here. Make sure we've actually done some donations to everyone. Oh, Sulicest is the one that needs a big donation. think I did the wrong one. Trying to keep the donations somewhat equal between all the different groups. Doesn't really matter. And if you're like, but you're giving away money, it's literally excess. So we do have a number of crumpy as shit dwarves. Sorry, I'm just trying to figure out why they're mad. She slept in a very good bedroom. Maybe her mood is just gonna come up? Because her unmet needs aren't yellow yet, which means she isn't in any dire straits. It may just be that it's just gonna take a hot second for her to stop being sad about being caught in the rain. Oh, he's miserable. Unmet need, excitement. Oh, that's right. We have a whole bunch of people who have helped somebody and think abstractly, which means learning from somebody. And those particular things are gonna be met by... Not this place. Where are they? This place. So this is gonna be a guild hall. Multiple guild halls, in fact. We're gonna do probably one for mining, one for craftsmithing, or craftsdwarfs, and probably clothier's guild. And we might even do... I don't think who has... Because, like, generally speaking, what you want is you want to have guilds that have specific masters at their craft. I have to look at people's skills, but yeah. So what we're doing is we're checking the dwarves, and I think most of the people who are cranky, it's because they had to spend several days without, yeah. They had to spend several days without bedrooms, so I think their moods are just still low, but their moods should come back up now that they all have bedrooms. Also, a couple of them are married, which is actually kind of nice, because it does mean that there are fewer of the bedrooms that don't have doors, for example, that can't be declared bedrooms yet, might actually be needed. We might actually have enough rooms for people now. That's not going to stop me from trying to get more doors attached to things. That will make my life a little bit easier. So what we are also creating here, this little stairwell, if we take a look, is a, it's gonna be our garbage chute. So, now, I don't know, to be fair, I don't think I've ever seen another Dwarf Fortress player make a garbage chute, and maybe there's a good reason for that. But I really like the idea of a garbage chute. I think it's funny as hell, and I had one in my very first fortress, and I've never let go of the idea. I think they're the funniest and coolest thing ever. But basically, you see how I am going down layers and layers and layers. Now, there's one layer here where we have magma flow. So there's magma right here in this spot. So there's magma right here. We've got some up and down stairway. Excellent. So I will eventually make a channel all of the way up here, through here, all the way up here, do, and up, 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 all the way to, well, not all the way to the top. Basically, it's just going to go all the way to this part of the civilization. And then I'm going to have minecart systems basically everywhere where people are going to be able to take minecarts and bring them and shove them into the garbage bin. So they'll be able to get rid of any trash that they might have to get rid of. Which means just a whole lot less stress for things because you can just dump stuff into lava and it disappears because it's in lava. Bad idea to throw dead dwarves down there, but if we get invaded by, say, a beast and we chop up all its meat and maybe some of its meat goes rotten, we can just get rid of the rotten meat. We can also do things like get rid of entities that we don't want anymore. So let's say we have an ungodly amount of Meganura remains. We have so many of these fucking bugs all over the floor. You see how many there are now? My cats have been killing them. Because that's what cats do. They get rid of pests. They're actually a very important part of a fortress. But because we can't get rid of them, like I can't, like if I pick up these remains and put them over here, like in the pile, like look how many! We've got like ramblers and fucking dead cave spiders and like all sorts of random crap up in here. These bodies don't disappear, they just sit here. They can't be turned into, like, mulch. They can't be decomposed. They just sit there, taking up space, taking up frames, taking up checks. Look at all these toad remains, because the cats are killing everything. And the thing is, you want the cats to kill everything. It's better than having them running around. Oh, wow, an alive one. Cats haven't killed this one yet. A fluffy, pudge-filled being, known for its warm heart and stumble bumblings. Are the cats gonna kill it? Yes, they are, because that's what cats do. And as a note, it's not a bad thing for the cats to absolutely murk these things. Because they will take, like, we have a bit of a worm and flea and tick infestation going on with our chickens. Because there's so many chickens, probably. It's attracting louses and snails and stuff. The chickens do kill and eat these from time to time, which is fine, but the problem is the more chickens I have, the worse it gets. And it's getting not so great. And are we hatching a zillion hatchlings every single year? Yes. Is it horrible? Also, yes. So, yeah, there's things that need to be taken care of. But some things that I really want to do is, like, I want to get a cool, like, I want to do stuff with minecarts. I think that's cool. I've never done anything with minecarts before. So I've got plans about doing that. Not quite sure exactly what I'm going to do with them, but I am going to do something with them. And if you're like, why is this blue? If you've ever seen Dwarf Fortress, usually you don't see blue grass. The reason why there's blue grass and white grass is this is actually a good biome. And that's where all the fluffy ramblers are coming from. There's also pixies that the cats murder from time to time. But yeah, you can't throw dead dwarves down there because if a dwarf is not properly interred, i.e. it isn't given a proper burial, and ideally you want to try and find as much of it as possible, but even finding a singular tooth from a dead dwarf, you can bury that, and it prevents their ghost from coming back. You might be like, oh, that's cool, ghosts! No, that's terrible. Ghosts are one of the worst things to happen to your fortress, because depending on how they died, and often it's a violent death, they will just go and kill your dwarf. And then they'll kill those dwarves, and then those dwarves will kill more dwarves, and yeah, it's not great. Angry, vengeful ghosts just murder everybody in your fortress. So many things that could go wrong. This is called Dwarf Fortress. It's a very old game. There's been a recent update to add in extinct animals. Oh, did you steal a... Yeah, you did. You're the one who stole the porcelain crown. We're looking for folks who are stealing the crowns because some people have this unmet need of acquiring a crown or acquiring an item. So what we want to do is right now we're creating an area for them to put crowns made of horn. And the reason we're doing it out of horn is because horn is worthless anyway. But since almost none of them are wearing anything on their head, we have a couple of soldiers that are wearing things on their heads. But for the most part, most of them are not wearing anything on their head. They're more likely to steal crowns for themselves, which is great because that means they won't feel so sad about not having gotten an item recently. So you're like, well, why can't you just give them an item? Well, they're not important enough to warrant being given an item. And they wouldn't view it as reasonable if they don't hold some important office to be given an item. It doesn't work that way. It's literally not part of their society. Part of their society is finding something they like and making it theirs. So they are a society of thieves, effectively. I'm gonna go shower? Enjoy. You like the Litten? Yeah. He is the bestest of Littens. We say that so he doesn't kill us. Okay, have we made the traction bench yet? Dare we even beg this game to let me make traction benches? We've been trying to make these for a long time, and every single time something goes wrong and we're missing an important item, which isn't great, but you know, that's a thing. Anyways, so we are also gonna dig out this area here. Probably do it like this. Oh, shoot, what was this set to? Set to 4. Oh, it was. So there's a couple things we're doing. We've got bags and bags and bags and bags and bags and bags of seeds over here. It's like all seeds. But that's good because they were clogging. One thing that really sucks about this game is that if things here have stuff in them, they literally cannot make any they can't make anything anymore because all of this is just so full. It gets so full of crap that we can't. Their work production slows down, and I don't know why precisely that is, other than the more items you have, the more slowdown you experience. Like that just seems to be a thing. One thing I am trying to get them to do is always dye cloth. It doesn't matter what they dye it, I just want them to actually dye the cloth. We do have some dye, and we do have some dyed cloth, so at the very least, that's happening. One thing I want to do over here is use... because we're just dyeing silk, right? I believe everything is made out of silk right now, yeah. So, Anuk silk... We want to make some stuff for people to steal, and you might be like, steal? Yes, steal. Everybody steals everything. Everything gets stolen. Is make some steal items that people are willing to, or make some items that people are willing to steal. So I think making mittens will work. It's very likely that mittens will be a popular thing. And... I think cloak will work, and I think hood will work. Now, I should be able to specify cloth. doesn't seem right. I don't think we have this much cave spider silk. I struggle to believe we have 690,000 cave spider silk. There's no way, right? Hi, Verity. Hi. And hi, Josiah. Hi, Nev. We have been making bags. Okay, so did we make ash? Yeah, we'll do by season, because we shouldn't need to make that much soap. We only have 46 people right now.
Jane Doe 91 subscribed to the channel.
Thank you!
BFB subscribed to the channel.
Thank you for the subscription, BF! We're doing... Okay, so we're making some ash. And then once we've made the ash, we need to make... This is me going, what are all the steps to make frickin' soap? What are the steps to make soap in DF? Okay, we've got lots of fat. Render fat into tallow. Has the fat been rendered? Okay, I think we have been rendering the fat. Yeah, they have been rendering the fat. Wood furnace to burn wood into ash. Ashery turned an ash into lye. So this is our ashery. We need to make lye. Soap maker's workshop to combine the ingredients into soap. So we need a soap maker's workshop. Render thy potable into thy belly, knave. Okay. Putting more blood into your head? Always a good idea. Right? For veterans out there, I feel ya. Also traumatized Cats and Dogs Day. We have chains! Where did the chains go? How have the chains disappeared? We had copper chains made. Why don't we have them anymore? Where did the copper chains fucking go? Oh, diplomacy. Let's discuss your situation. The world is the same as ever. Make requests for next year's caravan. We want... I'm sitting here going, is there anything I particularly want? I mean, that's true. That is true. It's a decent song to get stuck in your head if you're gonna have it stuck in your head. See, I don't really want to buy that. I'd like to just buy soap, but... Part of me is like, I could make these myself, but I guess it's just as good to have them bring those in, because then I don't have to make them. Not to say that they're too finicky to make, but... Tanned hides? Oh good, we finally removed that, so I can put a construct reinforced wall right here with shirt block, all copper bar. I'm gonna blow this up. I'm gonna make another stoneworkers workshop, because to be fair, we need more stoneworkers than we do carpenters, because we almost need no carpenters. Because we have no fucking wood anyway. I'm just looking around to make sure that before I let loose and let her rip, that we actually have, anything that I need to have done is, like, going in that direction. Should be fine. Right now, we're just gonna let the dwarves dig out, these areas. So this is for temples, because we've got enough worshippers of three different gods to warrant the making of temples. So they haven't demanded them yet, but we're gonna make them do it anyway. And then we've made a place here for some guild halls around the central stairwell. So that should be good to go. I'll let these guys just rock the Casbah here for a hot second. And one of the things that is kind of unfortunate about Dwarf Fortress is the fact that because animals breed fast, that's just the easiest way to put it, they breed really fast. They, because they're there for as a meat source, but they're also there for pest control. They're also there to help fight enemies if enemies show up. Now, as a note, you may notice that we haven't had any, fingers crossed, we haven't had any beasts yet, which should show up eventually. And we haven't had any sieges. I've turned sieges off. I never played before with sieges, and having watched people deal with sieges, I am not good enough at building fortresses to have those on just yet, because the very first one that would show up would have just wiped us out. Because I couldn't even remember how to make freaking drawbridges. Like, it would have been a very quick ending to this hellhole. So you might notice here that we have, too many chickens. But the thing is, if you kill a chick, like if you cull a chick, you don't get the meat from it. And you also don't get the leather from it. If you're like, chicken leather? Yes, apparently they can tan chicken leather. I was actually unaware you could do that, but perhaps it's just a fantasy thing for this particular application. But regardless, you want the leather from it because you want the leather. You want the meat from it because you want the meat. So if I just sit here and nuke all the chicks, it's gonna be a bad time. So we do have things here where we have some what we call culls, which is just, to be fair, the term that you use when you gotta get rid of stuff. So we do cull anything that has shit genes and is an adult animal. And if we see something like stray horseful, we're like, oh, we haven't checked this one yet for its genes. This one's fine. This is a keep. And you're like, oh, what's something with a bad genetics? Anything that here that's marked with cull is marked with cull for a freaking reason. What's really funny is we do actually have a few pets that probably should have been annihilated, but they weren't. It's because I didn't stop people from. But here's a time. The thing's running, so the animal's running around everywhere. Where is a cull? Before, they get turned into dinner. So here's a random dog, recovers slowly. So he's got bad genes. That's what that is. It's a genetic thing. It never goes away. So this guy's resist sickness, so he's a keeper. That's a positive thing. We don't want them to get getting sick, which they do if they end up out in the rain fighting stuff or whatever. So here, this is a... To be fair, I named it War Dog, but I have to start naming them just Cull or Keep, so we know stuff like that. She's tough and clumsy, but because they kind of equal each other out, I don't have a problem with them kind of doing their thing. This is a I have it marked as a hunter, but I really kind of need to mark it as a... Need to start doing that now, because we actually have enough that we could actually just start, like, breeding them for their, like, for good genes. Because look how many puppies there are. There's so many fucking dogs in our freaking thing. Because like, usually I get overrun with cats. I'm overrun with dogs right now. There's so many freaking dogs. And you're like, well, what's the problem with that? Slow down, frame rate. This game will slow to a crawl and just not do anything if there's too many animals. So you kinda need to deal with them in a vaguely unpleasant manner. It's just not so nice. I know. But it needs to get done. Have we demolished this yet? Oh, we have. Oh, goody! There's garbage everywhere. That's hilarious. So many random things have exploded out of it. Amazing. Maybe they'll put the... Oh my god. We live in Canada! Why are you blowing fireworks? Fuck! Scared the crap out of me, stupid bastards. Workshops. The bum. We need a... stoneworker. Another stoneworker. So what we're hoping is that the variety of people who need stuff are going to be happily receiving that stuff, stealing it, and whatnot. One thing I wish I could do is I wish I could mark things from, like, movement. Because we have these crowns, and they are meant to go here, and this is the only place they can go. And are any in here? None. There are none in here. And why? Because no one's moving them. We even have a child who's meant to be hauling things, but he ain't hauling shit. Oh, he's asleep right now anyway. We're gonna lock some people into hauling and see if we can... Oh, yeah! Is that the last of the things that we need people to do? No, we still got helms and gauntlets and low boots. We're outfitting a squadron of dwarves. Mark's dwarves, in this case. Don't hydrate? Well, in order to not hydrate, I'd have to hydrate first and then dehydrate afterwards. So I think we will drink the water and then dehydrate afterwards. There we go. Anyways, it was brutally hot at my aunt's, and eventually, like in a couple hours, I was toast. I was so done. There's only so long I can sit in the heat before I just can't function. No! Don't worry. I'm already dehydrated, so it's all good. Again, I was sitting in a hot house all day today. I'm no longer sitting in that hot house, but it's unpleasant. But that asshole, this guy right here, in his absolute motherfucking genius idea of what he should do with his life, decided the best way of dealing with the fact that there was so much crap here was just to move it vaguely out of his way in order to build this, instead of putting everything where it fucking belongs. I'm not salty about that. Not at all. Why did you fall asleep here? Uh-oh. Holy shit, we have more migrants. And I was bitching and moaning about them never coming. Where are we gonna stick you? What? Oh, I was like, why are you guys all miserable here? But you're training. Well, hello. Where the frick are you from? Oh, you're from the Sorceress Artifact. All right, all right. 2. Deep a duck. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Ten more migrants. Cool. Crap. Well, we are digging it out right now, so it should be okay. I was letting them dig for a while here, so let's see how far the crafts hall have gotten. We've got 1 temple ready to establish here. New temple. Rimtar. We have 22 Rimtar worshippers, so I think I have to make the first one be the Rimtar Shrine. Which is great, because this is the death cult, and we have a death cult as our most worshipped god. Awesome, cool, great. Yay! In order to make this place valuable, because in order to establish a good shrine, you need a good thingy. That's shale. This is shale. Probably what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna smooth the walls and carve them, and then we can just fill it full of shit in order to make them happy. Oh, thank you, Theodio. Wah, 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 wah. So that is good. So the next thing we also need is more dormitory space, because we just got 10 more migrants. Yeah. If I do that, and then I need we need to put a priority on this. Making some bedrooms for the new arrivals. Now, some of them may be married or whatnot, and I will not actually need that many bedrooms, but it's better to just get her done. And then we also need to build some walls. Do. We only got 10 people, so clear this out. So where is the guild? Still don't quite have one yet. Oh, we're working on it. Petition. Yeah, that doesn't surprise me. Craft Dwarves Guild. Do you approve this request? Yes, we approve. That's what this is for. Like, this is literally... Oh, there's somebody else wearing a crown. Sweet. Okay, now we've got the crowns in the stockpile. Which means that thievery should happen. Ahaha! Are you what have you got there? Oh, you have a porcelain. You little shitbags! You're stealing all the porcelain crowns. So there's somebody else with the crown. Everybody's wearing crowns. Oh, he's got a sheep hoof crown. There we go. There we go. People are feeling a little bit better. Because, like, they won't take a new sock unless they need a sock. But if they don't have a hat piece, like a headpiece, can't stay long. You need to drink some water. True, true. Thank you so much, Touchgrass, especially today. Today has been a day. Oh, thank you, Touchgrass. Thank you. I did mute. Yep, I did. It rained really hard in your city where it was nowhere close to being safe or visible. Oof, that's scary. What you testing there, lazy cat food? Sorry, I'm reading about how to make it so that my stupid dwarves only eat prepared food so that I can... Okay. So how we do this is we make a little dining thing here with just lavish meals. Because, like, this person is literally eating a piece of meat. Like, it's just a piece of dog meat. Why is she just eating dog meat? Because she can't be arsed to pick up the frickin' roast. Well, the reason is because the roasts need to be here for them to grab. That's what we're missing right now. So we need to have a lavish meal area. The dogs keep overproducing. It's not my fault. Dwarves are very efficient. They eat every kind of meat. The one thing you have to do though is if a pet dies like in a battle or something, you need to find you need to pause it, find the body of that pet, and immediately forbid them from butchering it because that's usually what they'll do with it, and immediately eat it. So you have to, if it's somebody's pet, I always try and bury the pets. It's also why I don't let a lot of, like, of the animals with kind of, like, shitty genes to, like, become pets. Cats pick their own owners, but, yeah, the dogs, we try very hard to make sure that only the keeper dogs are going. Because, I mean, dwarfs need to eat. It's just kind of sad, but there's... You have no idea how bad the slowdown gets. At one point in time, like, my very first fortress, I had, like, 85 cats. And I refused to cull them, and the slowdown was impossible. And, what's worse is, I have the same fucking problem right now with the damn chickens. Look at how many chickens I have! $85 cats. What's funny is, I did bring a bunch of cats, it's just, we only have dogs. Like, the cats are reproducing, but not at any great rate, at least not right now. The dogs are a problem, though, because every single dog seems to give birth to, like, 4 or 5 puppies. We have so many dogs. Yeah, dwarves kind of have no chill when it comes to eating things. They don't like eating intelligent creatures. Like they forbid that kind of practice. They don't eat creatures that are intelligent, but everything else seems to be fair game. So yeah, such as Dwarf Fortress. I mean, the cats would be really unhappy if there was 85 of them even in a sanctuary. They need space. They need territory. They need to be their own meow meows. I'm a cat person too, which is why I had the problem of the 85 cats. But that's why we rename their species to cull whenever they need to be culled, and that way I have no idea what's being culled. It could be a sheep, it could be a dog, it could be a cat, it could be a horse. There's many different types of culls, and I would never know which one's going, so that way I don't have to think about it. But yeah, otherwise your fortress gets overrun. But the thing is, like, okay, well then I'm not bringing cats because I don't want to have to, you know, get rid of them in some sundry fashion. That I'm not gonna let that happen. Okay, I hear you, but hear me. It's not gonna go well. Because then you get insects. And those are worse. Because not only do they cause even more slowdown, but they get into everything, and it's not good. But it's nice. We do have some crowns here. So what I'm trying to do right now is figure out how to make dwarves stop eating raw food and let my cooks make good food for them to eat instead, so they get happy thoughts from eating good food. Because right now, they're kind of miserable little shits because they really, really, really want to eat something that doesn't taste like ass. And I hear that. Why are these chains not good enough to make a frickin' traction bench? Wait, maybe I need rope? Maybe I need rope. Maybe that's the problem. It says chain, but ropes are considered to be a type of chain? That might be my problem. I made chains. Why are you not letting me do this? But I bet you I need rope. I need to make an order for it, though, because if I don't make an order for it, it's not going to get done properly. Make silk rope. I'll just make 10 of them. Beautiful. What's the game's name? You were in Japan. Oh, very nice, Godzilla. It is called Dwarf Fortress. Okay, how are these bedrooms going? Oh, they're going. Do I know the legend of Teke Teke? No, I do not. Yeah, I don't play any of the Poppy Playtime. I don't play horror games for the most part. I have played some games that are... They're definitely horror games, but they're not... I don't know. They're not just, like, run around in a maze while something is trying to scare the living crap out of you. It's more like finding out and exploring an interesting location where everything is wrong. I like investigation type creepy games, scary games, but not so much the hey, there's something jumping out of you. Hey, there's something jumping out of you over and over and over again, because I just find that to be fucking awful. Not constructions. God damn it. Furniture. Cabinet. I'm worried that wall's not gonna get made if I put something right here. We'll give you a cabinet later. So there is no bed there. Okay, so we're having a run on... Oh, hey, Very Drip Noob. How you doing? Let me just pop my stream open here so I can actually see. Oh, hello! I think that's a Konnichiwa. I also say konbanwa because I can't tell the difference. You gotta shop at a Miko merch store and you're taking Fua Miko plushies? That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool, your boy Godzilla. Water! Thank you! And we have a dinosaur. He just vibing though. This is insane. This is what, by the way, this is what slowly destroys your guild, is the fact that not only can you never meet all of the needs of all your dwarves to the satisfaction of said dwarves, ever, but also, like, you can't keep track of them all. There's just too many heckin' dwarves. They will eventually tear themselves apart. And when the fortress burns itself to the ground, as it often does, will become part of a legend. No one will have expected. Or we'll get utterly destroyed by some random beast coming by, because that'll happen too. Seems like a pretty cool username there, Kiwi Bird Bazaar Adventure. That's the New Zealander version of JoJo, I assume? I'm just looking something up. Hopefully... Wait, did I specify make rock door? Make rock blocks, make rock door. Your friend got hit by a firework today? Oh no! I know the firework is Hanabi. Which is probably not the right tones. So now we're considered to be a village. We were a hamlet before, and now we are a heckin' village. Dang. I know you're mad, buddy. He's a bookbinder, but he disdains truth. God. Wonderful. Nice. Well, this is a really nice bedroom. Okay, let's see if that order of silk rope has been done. Gotta get going. Good night, good night! Can we please make silk rope before we have to actually make use of these things? Please, baby, please, baby, please, baby, please, baby, please, baby, please. Baby, please, baby, please, baby, please, baby. Ya thing glitch. Just check something here. We do have quite a few couples. We might be okay. So right now I only need... I need less than 10, so that's actually good. Oh, gotta get going. You have a good one, gorillas. You think glitch? You're so sorry, said something appropriate I didn't want. Well, it didn't show up anyway, so it's all good. Hello, Jane Doe. Are you still upside down? Oh, I understand. And yeah, you can't delete messages because of course I'd have to be able to see them to see if people are dropping rude messages and then immediately deleting them so they supposedly can't get in trouble. Wouldn't be the first time someone did that, won't be a last. Can I do a backflip? Nope. If I did, I'd probably die. Yay! Oh, I need to put stockpile down here. I need armor. Well, I guess I don't really need a stockpile, right? Because stockpiles are gonna help this situation out. I just need the rid of that. This. Get rid of this. There we go. Now I need to maybe put some cabinets in here, maybe? I guess a Nintendo gamer. No. I actually play mostly indie games. And I'd be like, but you got Pokemons! I'm allowed to like Pokemon! I don't particularly purchase anything from Nintendo anymore, but doesn't mean I haven't enjoyed their products in the past. No, I mostly play indie games. Because, you know, indie creators have passion and things like that. Hmm. Yeah, the situation was nowhere near as dire as I thought it was. Soil, sand, clay, or mud. Time for recreational ibuprofen? I already take too much ibuprofen. What's going on here on Twitch, guys? Thank you, Arl. I'm not sure what was going on there, but let's not talk about that kind of thing, because I'm not sure where that was going, but none of it seemed good. Let's put it that way. Stop with your sussy baka nonsense. Ain't nobody want to deal with that shit. Alright, anyways, let's go back to... Seems to be fine. Hey, they finally finished this wall. Nice. Well, at least someone's eating the cranberry wine roasts. So what I need to do here... I need to find out what I need for Crafts Dwarves thing. There's a lot of people wearing crowns now, which is good. It means their acquire object issues might actually be potentially not fucked up. Did anybody make rope yet? Anyone made rope? Have you even started? So every single dwarf eats 2 meals per season. Yeah, they definitely didn't make dwarf. They definitely didn't make rope. That's why I reprioritized it. So, okay, one thing we need is this squad to get equipped. Oh, they're slowly doing it. Alright, now, we need, I wonder what the point of making coins is. Okay, that's not really important. So what am I looking for? I'm looking for... Oh, I guess, what is the metal equivalent of a bucket in Dwarf Fortress? Metalsmith's Forge, open the furniture menu. Furniture. of all the things that it could have been. That'd be why it... Oh, and there's the damn chains! Not that I needed them. Alright, so I need... What did I say I wanted to make? Buckets. Forge. Iron. Bucket. That should be fine. I mean, the one thing that they will do is they will make themselves busy if you just ignore them. I think we just have woodcrafters. I think that's what's going on here, is we have woodcrafters here. Okay, that's in livestock. Time to take a look and see if we have any more random heckin' stuff running around here. Why do you gotta be a pet? Fuck! I think it's just you on the YouTube stream. It isn't. You aren't, and I know that you aren't because the number of viewers changes constantly, and it's literally just people flowing through. It's all right. trying to. What the hell I need to do here is it's special. So we have some culls here. Do we have anything here that needs to be slaughtered because they are finally old enough to give me some stuff? Give that one to Zan. Just going through some of the chicks here so we can slowly but surely weed out all the ones that don't have good stats. So many damn chickens. Oh, that's that's what I was doing. I'm like, I'm gonna remember what I was doing. If I just do something mindless for a bit, my mind will wander, and I will remember what the hell I was doing. So we need a stockpile in here. Actually, first we need to do the floor in here. This might seem a little silly because, like, why would I install them and then uninstall them? It's because we're gonna improve the area. And all this does is just remove them from the floor for a hot second. They probably will end up getting moved around, but that doesn't really matter right now. Hydration time for me to hydrate. Thank you, model. A water bottle. There we go. Just looking for everything to get messed up a bit. I think everybody's good, so what we're gonna do now is we're gonna smooth the floor with the highest priority so we can get this place set back up as fast as possible. And we're also gonna smooth this wall, and this wall, and this wall, and this block. And we're also going to make sure that everybody can do smoothing and engraving right now. Stone cutters, everybody does this. Engravers, everybody does this. This is going to be a massive group effort. Everybody needs to make the tavern nice right the heck now. Opie break reminder. I'm alright. But thank you. That's unique. This is what happens when an entire goddamn community gets together to make the tavern suck slightly less. And smooth. Then we want to make pretty pictures on everything. Pretty pictures. Go, 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 go! Now, what this also helps with, to an incredible degree, is everybody who wanted to be creative for a hot second here can abso-fucking-lutely just be good to go in terms of getting some of that out of their system. If they wanted to do something creative, everybody gets to draw on the walls. Everybody gets to draw on the floor. Everybody's super happy. I mean, you can see some people are still depressed, but this will meet a huge amount of needs all at once, and then I can set everything back up again here in the tavern. Okay, we are done doing that. So now I can set up all the furniture again. So what we want to do is we want to make sure that there's gaps between the things, or because dwarves will walk over each other to eat. They like sitting on the edges of tables, so you have to kind of make groups of 4 tables. So we're gonna put some tables up in here. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then another group of 4. 2, 3, 4, and then we're gonna put some chairs up in here.
Always morning in America, even in the afternoon.
Oh, sorry, Greedy Beans. Very trip dude. What do we got? What do we got? What do we got?
Holy
You're
crap,
back?
I can hear a voice in my head.
Hi! Give me 1 second, but thank you so much for the follow, Keith. Greedy Beans. I hate being a lesbian sometimes. Cause I like a girl, and bro, I'm scared as fuck to tell her I like her, cause we're best friends forever. Take your time. You can. Here's the truth. Yeah.
Basically, there's this high school girl, except she's got huge boobs. I mean, some serious hunkers. A real setup of donkers. Packing some Doban hunkeros. Massive da hunka bankaloos. Big old Tanahangara cougars. What happens next? Transfer student shows up one day with even bigger Bankhanaga hoogs. Humongous
hungalunga nanado gungas. Hi, Keith. Welcome in. Anyways, Greeny Beans. If you like a person, tell the person. But don't be like, I love you forever, you're the bestest, always in. Because when you do that to somebody, it kind of does a, oh god, no. Even if they themselves are lesbian and may like you back, it can be overwhelming. So here's a tip as a gay as fuck girl to another gay as fuck girl. One thing that you need to do is ask her out on a fucking date. And be like, hey yo, you wanna go out sometime? And I mean, do not tell me your age, especially you're a minor, but that thing that you can do together. Just hanging out together, being together, but do something that's sort of like out of the way from what you would normally do. So, like, go get a coffee. Go for a walk, like, in the park or some shit. things like that. So you can, like, talk more about stuff, talk more about your feelings. Be like, hey, yo, you know, I don't really like boys. And see where they're at with that. It's not about acting nonchalant. It's about not overwhelming the person that you really like with all of those emotions out of the blue. Because you're feeling very big feelings, and they are unaware of those feelings. And the chances that they are in an equal balance with you on that is pretty low. That's not to say they won't grow to like you. Or they won't be interested, but that you are just coming down on somebody with, I just have to tell you, I love you so much. I don't know how else to say this. I can't. It's not a good scene. Have I done that to people? Yes. Yes, I have. Was it always a bad scene? Every fucking time. And you know what's really funny is, I used to just think that I was just destined to be forever alone until I had a guy do it to me, and I went, oh. Oh no, I get it now. I get it now. No thank you. Nope. No. Right, run the fuck away. Right? You're looking forward to Mexico's match in tomorrow's World Cup. You're voting for Mexico? Yeah! Mexico! I think that's the only team from North America that's left! You think you're gay because you don't hang out with other dudes that you're straight? To be fair, Keith, that's okay. That's an okay place to be. Because one thing that is true about everybody kind of being like, yeah, they're gay, they're not interested, is that you get to hang out with awesome people. And they're not going to be scared of you. They're not going to be worried about stuff like that. And sure, yes, you are straight, but you get to cherish friendships with folks and not have to feel the pressure of going for it. Because, like, that's another thing, like, especially in older, it's true in older lesbian communities, I know it's true for guys, too, because I hang out with a lot of guys, is the idea that being able to just be friends with someone, like, and a no pressure, no friends, like, ideally, in this case, you're not actually interested in any of your female friends. If you are, that's a different matter, same deal, ask them out on a date, and the date in question is like, do you want to go for coffee sometime, do you want to go for a walk sometime? Like, or, you know, there's this thing going on, you know, downtown. You want to go and do that? Like, we could go do that together and just go hang out with them. But if you're not actually interested in any of them, you can just have nice friendships. And yes, they think you're gay, and heck, maybe you are a little fruity. It's okay. I had a friend like that in high school. I had the biggest crush on him. We aren't talking about that. Everybody thought he was gay. He was totally straight. He wasn't interested in me. This is fine. But part of the reason I liked him is because he was so effeminate. Gee, I wonder what that might have meant. Anyways. Who needs husband when you have food love? I mean, that is the essence of, like, the A spectrum over here. Hell yes. You know, the funniest thing in the world is believing that you're Arrow and then finding out that you're Demi, but it's taken 20 years. That's how goddamn Demi you fucking are. That's the funniest thing in the world. And at the same time, your partner figuring it out at the exact same time. That, yeah, no, actually, it's okay. We aren't grossed out by that. At the same time. I love my partner. You have the tism, I have the tism. Wait, I can read that? Yes, I can, because Google finally realized, this is the funniest thing in the world. Google realized that Google has Google Translate, which means that I can read the YouTube chat and it'll automatically translate everything into English for me. Whether or not they understand me is a completely different matter, which is why I will often say like a key word to acknowledge that I know what they're talking about. But the funniest thing is, that's a fairly new thing. It took them a long time to remember that YouTube, owned by Google, could literally translate all of this shit all of the time. It's so funny. Yep, Audi HD represent. It's such a thing. Like, I have to say, for folks who are part of, say, an older generation, or you're raised by crazy people, or you were raised to live in fear of becoming an addict. I was raised that way. And I waited 34 fucking years to get medicated for ADHD. And I am mad every day that I think of how much better I could have done in school, how much better I would have done in life, how much more stuff I would have accomplished. Yes, I probably still would have ended up disabled because that's what happens with medical malpractice. But it's one of those things. Don't deny yourself getting, because again, you're like, oh, what's a crutch? It's not a crutch. Diabetics take insulin. And if you had a broken leg, wouldn't you use a crutch? It's okay to take a medication for something you need a medication for. It's actually okay. Hey, second week. I'm probably reading that wrong. Second week Olo, I guess? But yeah, it's highly recommended. At the very least, check it out. If it ain't for you or that you get side effects, it's actually remarkable, especially if you have ADHD. If you have ADHD, getting off of ADHD medication is as simple as not taking it. The withdrawal is basically non-existent. And I say this as a person who, because of ADHD and DID, I sometimes forget to order that shit, and then I'm useless for a couple of days. Do I go through withdrawal? No, I am just distracted and don't know what I'm doing. Which, I mean, that's me anyway. Ah! Yes, you did, Greeny Beans. Can you stop repeating yourself just a little bit? Because I reread lines to see whether or not I have lost time, because I have dissociative identity disorder, but I'm constantly phasing in and out of being in front. So when people start repeating themselves over and over again, I get massive deja vu, which can cause me to dissociate even more, which is just brutal. That's okay. Valid that you love Yuri. Yuri's amazing. To be fair, Yuri on Ice is also amazing, if we're into the ho-yay sort of situation. It's true, Twitch is faster than YouTube. Your doctors thought you had ADHD, so they gave me, like, the strongest dose, and then it did nothing. I can't take it because I knew it did nothing. Oh my god, yes. It's not only the worst thing about not being able to make your own goddamn dopamine, because that's what our problem is, right? Like, we have a dopamine deficiency, which is why we seek out risky behavior, like, why there is a trend for us to seek out risky behavior. But the thing is, there's a lot of boredom there, too, because it's hard to make your body make dopamine when it doesn't do it well. Like, your brain is starving for the good feelings, clicky clickies, boop, boop, boop noises. And if you can't get it to happen, if you can't make the boop happen, it's incredibly infuriating. And it's so boring, and everything's annoying. Because all you want is some stimulation, and you can't get it. Like, gunshot dopamine for you. That's usually adrenaline or cortisol for most folks. But I can appreciate that. it can be exciting to make the boom go. Movie Unleashers. No. Already Pokemon in South Park. Pokemon in South Park. I actually kind of appreciate that. But no, I've never heard of it. But what if the cats decided to take a human? Cats in this game you can't take cats as pets. Cats decide whether or not they want to be pets. But it looks like a cat adopted someone. They did! Aww! So the cats adopt the people. Aww. He has a people. Yeah, exactly. You don't own cats in this game. The cats own dwarves in this game. Because that's how cats work in real life. So, of course it makes sense. Well, they did. You take your average sand cat, which is a teeny tiny ball of screaming hell no, and then you just make it realize that it could eat food easier if it could get along with the humans, and then let it get along with the humans. I've had nothing but drama with this. Hot garbage. I cannot make this work. I've been trying so much. Oh my god, they finally built it! I have been screaming at the universe to try and get this to work. It's finally they built it! I was like, I can't seem to get them to build this stupid farm. How many years? It's been 2 years in game. And they finally built it. And I even, flooded the area because I wasn't sure if that was the problem. I had people putting buckets of water in the area because I wasn't sure that was the problem. Why is this yak upset? In conflict with. That's interesting. So we have a yak cow and a yak bull that are wild animals. And a wolverine. I wonder if it was the wolverine that attacked him. Yeah, don't want a mad yak, but it's not mad, it's terrified. But I think this is a wild yak. Yeah, it would say yak bull tamed. So this is a wild yak. And it's just fucking around right now. I have a wolverine that probably got caught in one of my cages, and it's probably over here now. I need to sell these. Oh, yeah, we've got a couple yaks in here. We definitely do have a wolverine. Hello? Hello? Catching all of the wild animals. But yeah, basically the idea was that cats basically started because sand cats don't meow. They don't make any noise other than hissing and spitting and like basically running away. So the fact that they started adopting the noises of human babies so that humans would take pity on them and not, you know, I would let them sit there and eat all of the mice in their grain stores is kind of a neat thing that happened, you know? It is so nice and refreshing when you look at yourself in the mirror and you're like, hell yeah! Like, no self-doubt, no tearing yourself down, just a whole lot of thumbs up, yeah. It's a satisfying thing. Everybody's making this place nice. That's nice. Actually, wasn't expecting to come down here and have another freaking group hug of making the wall smooth. Oh, this is almost dug out. Once we get one of these dug out, then we'll be able to do one of our guild halls, which is always fun. You have to do some editing to work for the fans tomorrow? Wonder which word fans. Yep, they totally are. One thing that boggles my mind is these quote-unquote experts who know everything, who know exactly what's going on level of just hot garbage. Oh. Ooh, people are making lots of masterpieces. Stray U? We actually have a U? Are you hiding? Yeah, you are. We do have a fair few sheep, so I think we can probably cull, yeah, I might have to start being even more picky about the about the animals and only keep the absolute strongest out of all of them. Okay, so some things we need. Let's make a nice pedestal. I low-key get mad fast when I do something wrong. I don't know why though. Is it just me or does anyone else have that problem? It's often linked to stress, like stress and depression, but also trauma can be a reason why people get mad, like just go off the rocker. But it can also be a symptom of ADHD because you're so like there's periods where you're just so bored and so distracted that like one teeny tiny thing extra just sets you off. I have to say, once I got medicated for depression, because I got medicated for that first, I stopped being so cranky all the time. Because sometimes depression shows up as flying off the handle at things. Because it's just one more thing that's, like, weighing on you. It's not to say that that's, like, another person's fault, because it's not, but it's just, that's how it shows up. Okay, we want to draw all over the walls. Oh, someone's got nuts. Alright, where are you? It says he claimed a forge. There he is. Is he literally making a bucket right now? Oh no, it's Udil. Udil has... What? He said he claimed something. A metalsmith's forge. Okay, it's been claimed here. Oh, cheers, Touchgrass. Bye. Well, that's why I've got the sign up, so lots of people remind me. It's all good, though. So I can clear that. Why did you suspend construction of things, you hecking heckety heck hex? Resume. Resume.
Hydrate, you bastard! Hydrate!
So now that the floor is done, we can reinstall everything, and then what we can do is make a stockpile right here. And I'm gonna put only finished food in here. Food. Prepared meals. And then we are going to forbid prepared meals. So this should put prepared meals in here. And then we need to make sure that this doesn't have any bins in it or barrels. So that dwarves will just take what is there instead of fighting over it. Because they will occasionally fight over those things. You'd love to give me cash, but you're broke as a joke? I mean, me too. That's but thank you so much. The thoughts are also kind. So what we want to put here is some more cabinets. Because this, in theory, will give people a place to do stuff. So we've got someone who's gone bananas, and he's in a mood. Are you the one in the mood? Or no, you're just... Oh, particularly secretive, strange mood. Okay, so this is the person who is doing some stuff. They are making some stuff. I'm not sure what they're after, because strange moods are kind of sad in terms of, like, you don't get the excitement of seeing what they're going for. Okay, so he's running around right now collecting stuff. I've lost track of him again. That's not a surprise. I say him, but I actually think it's one of the women. Well, let's see if we can find... Strange mood. Sorry, I'm trying to figure out what the hell they are, because they took off and then I lost track of them. I'm just trying to find the person who's in the strange mood, but they're probably... Oh, there they are, strange mood. So let's follow them. It's always fun to follow a dwarf that's in having a strange mood. They're hauling rock right now. It's interesting. Working secretly. Oh yeah, our first... Oh yeah! Our first thing. Let's put this in here. Let's make a pedestal, because I actually made a pedestal for this purpose. When that gets installed, then we're gonna put the crutch on there, because the first legendary item that I got, or that someone made, was a crutch that's covered in pictures. What, this cat? I'm hate VTuber? Well, don't worry about it, because you don't even have to worry about that. There we go. I fixed it for you. Drink water, thank you so much. I want to know what she makes. What? Okay, let's see what stuff that she's brought over to herself. She's got an iron bar. She's got dog bones. She's got rough rock crystals, and she's got some siltstone. That's interesting. So she's gonna make something out of iron, and then she's gonna decorate it with these items. So it'll have dog bone and rock crystals and siltstone on it. That's pretty cool. I hate VTubers! Well, don't worry about it. I'll just ban you from a channel, and you don't have to worry about it anymore. It's amazing. Hey. Whoa! Let's see. It's called Ten Shed Berdan. Let's take a look at it here. These are iron chain leggings. All Craft's dwarfship is of the highest quality. It is decorated with dog bone. This object menaces with spikes of iron and siltstone. On the item is an image of Chance Walk, the iron chain leggings in rock crystal. Wait. It's a pair of pants with a picture of a pair of pants on it. It's a pair of pants. It's a pair of pants with a picture of a pair of pants on it. She was inspired by the conspiracy of forging legendary leggings that were so legendary that she was able to craft artwork of those legendary leggings into those legendary leggings as she made them. That's fantastic. These are the best pants in the world. Amazing. Amazing. I love that. Yo, dog, I heard you like pants, so I put some pants in your pants. That's so funny. I love it. That's amazing. We have Paradox pants. And she didn't even claim it, so like I'm like, where the hell do I put these pants? I'm just thinking about my trials and tribulations when it comes to this frickin'. She's rendering fat right now. That's fine. Let's look at this work order a little bit closer because we want her to be making lavish meals. Let me just check again how many times per season does a dwarf in Dwarf Fortress? I think it's a standard dwarf will eat exactly 2 times per season. So we want the conditions to be checked seasonally. Do we want to do it weekly? Hey Litton, how you doing? Oh look, I'd love to draw your character. I love how it looks, but another level of drawing for real? That's okay. I appreciate all sorts of drawings. Plenty of people have drawn my character who... It's pretty simple stuff. I'm happy with it. It's pretty good. Someone drew a really cool stick figure version of it. They're like, purple stick figure, pointy ears. I'm like, beautiful. You're tired? Aww. Wanna be friends? You deserve better friends than me. You deserve friends in real life. For real, though. You have work in 7 hours? Do you need to go to bed? I think you need to go to bed. Go to bed! Oh shit, I need to forbid them using up tallow. God damn it, we need the tallow for fucking food. Ay, ay, ay. Okay, so kitchen. No, that's not right. Is it stocks? No, that's not right. Is it here? No. How did I get there before? Oh, it's under labor. Kitchen. Stop using all the fucking tallow. We need that for soap. Okay, so everybody's done some nice decorating here. Yay! Glutton flukes the fungi wood crutch. What's really funny is I didn't name the most boot, but that's the funniest name ever for what I designed. So I wanted this place to be like a place for like crafters and gem whores and stuff like that. Because, you know, that's usually what I end up doing is I don't do a lot of farming. I just trade for food and trade for drinks and craft constantly. Like craft 400,000 bone earrings. The people who show up for those bone earrings are going to be like, how did you make 3,000 bone earrings? I'm like, I don't know. Would you like them all for free? Because I don't want them in here anymore. Enjoy. Like... But anyway, so I designed this image. So it's a crescent moon, a dwarf, and a cushion cut gem. The dwarf is admiring the crescent moon, the dwarf is raising the cushion cut gem. The image is the symbol of the special creator of pastimes, which is the local dwarven government. But the name of the symbol I didn't create, because the game will automatically generate it. And the name of the symbol is the most boot. Which is just so adorable. I know, right? I had the pants, and the most boot. I also like that sometimes they're masterwork. Aww, when Zan became our militia commander. That's awesome. I'm looking for the exceptional ones. Is that a masterwork one? Oh no, it's superior. Oh, Megacerops. Oh no! The memory of stenches engraved on the walls, an exceptionally designed image of Karl label released, who's our expedition leader, and the dwarf, and some more dwarves by Neil Katal-Teran. The dwarves are refusing Karl label release. Karl label release looks confused. The artwork relates to the removal of the dwarf Karl label release from the position of manager for the special creator of pastimes in the early summer of 5. That's because we ended up with a really, really highly skilled manager who had really, really high skills in appraisal, and I'm like, I mean, I'm not gonna make him be the manager anymore. Or he had like all these social skills, and I'm like, okay, well, Iton can do all that stuff. A mech that fires a volley of 25 long-range missiles. Very nice. Being far away from the things that can kill you as well. Ooh, what do we got here? Finely designed. Oh my god, it's him getting fired again! Oh no, it isn't. It isn't him getting fired. It's him becoming the expedition leader. I just watched him fire a volley of 35 in combat. Your entire screen went from dark gray night to pure white. You flashbanged yourself for 3 seconds. That sounds like it was an effective attack. Hooray! Nice. They finally made the goddamn doors. Fire! My eyes! Now, I did already make this a temple, so all we need to do now is put some stuff in it to make it more temple-ish. So we're gonna put a worshipy, an altar. We need to make an altar. Make out of something terrifying, shall we? We want to make an altar. But I want to specify what it's going to be made out of. So we want to make it out of... It's ilmenite. Because remember, I got that from way the fuck down in the basement. Which means it might be a really valuable... We're gonna get them to make an ilmenite armor. Oh my god, they're all wearing crowns now. It's so cute. Which means you're all filthy thieves, you little bastards, stealing all the crowns. Look at this shit. As a note, I put the crowns there for them to steal. Because they were all getting miserable. They didn't have anything to steal. Like, here, crowns. They're like, oh, thank you. I'll wear a crown today. Late autumn right now. Pipe opal, that's fun. Wow, a snowstorm already. We gotta keep on offloading these frickin' animals, because honest to God, we have too many animals. Okay, so we have cave spider silk rope. Are you making the traction benches? Is it getting done? Yes, they finally made the traction bench. That only took forever. Did someone decorate these fucking things? There are so many dogs. Why is there a shoe? How does this constantly happen? Oh yeah, let's see if the... Oh, did they finally dig this out? Oh, they're almost done! Ah! Beautiful. Alright. Now. This is now a guild hall, and we want a craft dwarves. A castle of doors. Etrum, like I said before, you deserve a better friend than just some random online. I stand by it. What's nice about this design, because it's in quarters, is that if I decide I want to make this bigger, I'm not probably gonna make it bigger for a while, but if I want to make it bigger, I totally heckin' can, because I'll just spread it out in this direction. Then we do that, and then we do this. Let's get some art done, folks! Everybody's doing some art. I kind of like how dwarves get super happy thoughts when they walk by, like, art. They're like, yeah, that guy drew a really cool picture on the wall. Slash carved it into the wall because it's engraving. But they drew a picture on the wall and it makes me happy. They see the next one, they're like, that one makes me happy. And then they see the next one, they're like, that one makes me happy. I'm like, yeah, that's right. Everybody happy. Gonna wait until everybody gets their pictures done. There we go. Now. I wrote that order wrong. Let's see how we're doing for cabinets. We have, oh, sorry, a 10. 10 undone. Doors. Yeah, I was wrong about getting that wrong. There's 20, but there's 92 installed. Okay, okay. Let me see if they finally built the walls around the trash here. They did. Beautiful. Finally. They finally did it. So we want to make another construction here. The one thing that I do from time to time, because I think it's fun, is we look for ore and gems. We give it a nice little 3 over here, so people who are bored can rip shit out of the wall. Oh, hi, low intelligence. How am I? I'm really good. I'm really good. I am a happy bean. Nothing here. You're struggling to sleep because of the fireworks? They're still going on? That's ridiculous. Oh wait, it's America, so yeah, I guess it does make sense. America! Ridiculous! Yes. Why are you sleeping on the floor, ma'am? There we go, rooms. No quarters? Why do you have no quarters? You should. I forgot to decorate the rest of these. Alright, now we need to put some beds up in here. And we need to put some cabinets up in here. And then we need to put some chests up in here. You gotta rockets the battle ain't over? That's hilarious. What I'm doing right now is I'm just telling the dwarves where the ore is, because I've turned off ore seeking, because I know that is a thing that you can make them do. I tend to try and avoid things that are in caves. Just we can grab those gems pretty easy. Beautiful, perfect. We love to see it. And then we need to put wall. Here. It takes a while to make areas safe, but it is what it is. It's kind of what you gotta do. Like, what are you making it safe from? I'm making it safe from the cave. The cave itself is a problem. We've got this. Let's see how expensive this is. They've probably made that altar now. And then we're going to put a... Is that a masterwork? Commission a statue out of, like, jet or something like that. We want to go up here. And... We're getting gems. We're getting gems. Stop bitching about there being no gems. Okay, we've made the line. Now we need to make soap from tallow. Where's my pasture? Are we having troubles with giant oleums right now? I have seeds. What's going on here? Like, strawberry seeds are grown above ground. Verity. A few things we want to put in here. We need to figure out what... Okay, so I need to make chairs. Okay, so throne is what I'm looking for here. Mm-hmm. what does zinc make into our fortress alloys? Oh, interesting. Hello, you cold or something? No, I'm not feeling well. I wear my banky to let people know that I feel like shit. Okay, so we need to turn this zinc into something. So we want to Aw, cheers, thank you. I hope I feel better again soon too. Apparently I should not have been letting this zinc just sit out, because a stray fire of some flavor could potentially fuck up everything. Good to know. Good to know. Hey, greeny beans.
Geeks, sluts, bloods, wastoids, dweebies, dickheads. They all adore him. They think he's a righteous dude.
And we do think you're a righteous dude. Welcome on in, Bella. I hope you had a lovely stream. You need to raid and run, totally understandable. Definitely go get something to eat, something to drink, all that good shit. And we will see you later. But if you're going to stick around, welcome on in. My name is Nix. I'm from the Denby system. We have DID in real life. We use VTuber technology to help you guys tell us apart. And today I am playing some lovely Dwarf Fortress. And trying to focus, but I'm like not doing well because like today was a rough fucking day. But you know, it's okay. Oh, okay. Gotta convince these heckin' dwarves to actually like do stuff properly. But have we made soap? Has we made soap? We has still not made soap. But we're working on making soap. So what we want to do is we want to make a stockpile, I think. Around here. And then we want to make it to only contain soap, which I think is a finished good? Question mark. So, no? No. Okay, so it's not a finished good. Are other materials? Soap. Delicious. That's what we're looking for. Hey, Kogita. Do I have an animation idea for you to use? Ball and tail. Ball and tail. Fountain through a courtyard. Hell yeah. Dwarf boss battle, green. We have yet to get a dwarf boss battle going, but you know, it'll happen eventually. Hopefully somebody drags that calf out to pasture. It really needs to go to pasture, because right now it's not in pasture, which is not good. There's a dog sitting on the food! Your country isn't being too loud with your fireworks? I bet you... Well, no, I was gonna say, I bet you if I looked out, I could probably see them, but no, we're a ways away from the border. We did actually have some people lighting some fireworks, so there are some goddamn Yankees around here. In the spirit of things, like... At the very least, we're making booze, we're making food. I ordered chairs. Well, I ordered thrones, but I guess thrones are chairs. Oh, no, I haven't. I want to make brass bars, but I also need thrones. They don't have to be particularly special. Make them out of rock. Right to Uzul. Yeah, we got more migrants, and I forgot to actually check and see if we need another temple here. Erdim, no, 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 and no. Oddly enough, we are not getting anybody... who is, we don't have any new cults. Thing is, I have a temple set up for Uzul. Hello, Mateo. Please don't spam in my chat. Thank you for the 6-7. We don't need to have extras. Cool clothes? Oh, thank you. And now I'm wearing a blankie because I'm kind of... We have structural. Structural we have. Okay, does everybody have housing now? Dare we even ask if you dumbasses have actually giving yourself? That's a potential bedroom now. They will eventually assign them to themselves, but they're taking for goddamn ever with it, so... I'm tired of them falling asleep on the ground and complaining they don't have bedrooms. They're just complete dumbasses. They have bedrooms. They literally could be sleeping right now in their bedrooms, but they're passing out all over the floor because, like, I don't have an assigned bedroom. Please assign one. Fine. Assign. Bitches. Ah! Maybe try a hoodie next time would be cool in your opinion? Well, I would have to draw the hoodie, and then I would have to rig the hoodie, and then I would have to, you know, completely update my model so that it has animations associated with it. It's a lot more work than you think, just adding clothing to our model. Oh, thank you, random piano player. There we go. Now everybody's got quarters. Now everyone can stop bitching about not having quarters and passing out in random locations. Now if you pass out in a random location, it is entirely your fault and not mine. Oh, we finally ran out of bones. Awesome. Ah, she's grouchy because she went in the snow. Which, you know, No one told you to go in the snow. I'm just saying. What can you do with skull? Oh, that's a good idea. Hey, I have a leather crafter. Let's make a stair. And then just dig out a little section here, and then we'll put all the leather and leather bins up in here, so making leather shit. Not that I know what I would be making out of leather, but you know, something. Something, something. Oh, someone saw the crutch. That's not good. Means that we could potentially have someone make a demand for it. We don't want our legendary items getting fucking pilfered by dumbasses. Asshat dumbasses. And we're not sending out any missions right now because obviously we're heading into winter, but... Let's put a chest in here. I love how sometimes they'll just sit there on the other side and just sing. Like they drink and they sing and they drink and they sing. But you don't actually see them doing it. They just are doing it. Wait, how did you learn how to strand extract? Are we about to find out? Where are ya? Aww, he's got a friend. You're for the sorcerer's artifact, but I feel like you might have come from that dead fortress. I wonder. He could be a refugee from the dead fortress. He moved briefly to the sorcerer's artifact to get allied with them, but then maybe moved here. Because the only way to get good at extracting strands is to extract strands, which would require you to have adamantite. Which, you know, would require you to dig too deep and potentially cause a fortress-destroying disaster. I'm just saying. I'm just asking questions. We need to make some more tables. Have we made soap? Looks like we're making soap. Oh, it'll be hiding here in the bars, won't it? Because it's a bar of soap. I think I put blocks here. I'll deal with all this frickin' tetrahedrite everywhere in a second. Hmm. Miner, engraver. Alright, alright. This game looks like math horror more than a video game. You got banned from the yesterday's stream, why? I don't know, Zen. You probably broke a rule. Said something inappropriate. It probably wasn't also a ban if you can still talk in chat. It was probably just a timeout to clear the chat. If you had said something just like a little off base. You just needed to get it out of chat. Gotta remember that I'm responsible for what gets said in chat, and if I'm letting people say things that are inappropriate, like, I can get in trouble. But yeah, this game is a lot. There is a fair bit of homework to it. It's got so much depth to it, it's ridiculous. It's so good. Because today was so exhausting, and I'm still so dehydrated and so just brutal. Today was brutal. Being in the heat for so long was brutal. Like, dealing with social crap was bad enough, but dealing with the social crap in the ungodly heat is just not okay. I needed it to not. So, what I think I'm gonna do is actually call it super duper early. And that's mostly just because I am just a tired bean. Thank you guys for being here. You're super awesome. We love you so much. Y'all take care of yourselves. We hope you had a wonderful time. For those of you on the YouTube, feel free to like and subscribe. Really nice thing to do. We do have memberships now, but we still need to get all that information into the frickin' system to actually get stuff from YouTube's. So we'll have to do that soon enough. But until then, you guys take care of yourselves, and we will see you later. Those of you on Twitch, feel free to stick around for a hot second here. We're gonna raid out. We'll find someone nice to raid. Oh, yeah, that's what it was. You kept on, like, insisting over and over again that I need to stop playing this game and play some other game. And, yeah, it's just a little rude. It's a little rude. Thank you, Arl. Lots of love. And we will find a nice raid target. And yeah, I'm sorry for cutting it off early, but I'm just a tired bean. Yeah. We're gonna find someone who maybe is playing this game. Head over here to Deep 0 times 20. It says, relaxing in English, it's fine and chill. So, seems good. We'll head over there. You guys take care of yourselves. Y'all have a good night. Bye now.